New tonight now, from expensive cars and watches to designer dresses and handbags. You can rent just about anything today.
But now scam artists are taking advantage of this market, and you could unknowingly end up a victim. CBS 2 investigates deal or steal. It took Brent Dillon more than a year to save up $13,000 to buy this Toyota Camry.
I've worked 2 jobs for the last summer trying to get this.
But he didn't get to keep it for very long because the car he purchased was actually a rental from Enterprise. Scam artists rented the vehicle fraudulently, then sold it to Dillon through Craigslist, complete with a bogus card title.
The documents look real.
It's not the first time this has happened, says criminologist Joe Giacalone.
The internet has opened up a whole new avenue for thieves to rip people off.
Renting items and then turning around and selling them online is a growing fraudulent business.
I'm not surprised.
Jason Weinger, who manages Paradise Pawnbrokers in the Bronx, says strict regulations prevent someone from selling a rented item to a pawn shop.
We ask for ID, we ask questions about ownership.
But that's simply not the case online.
It's like the Wild West. You can get away with almost anything.
Most of our dresses, retail price will cost minimum $350, $400, and they go up to $3,000.
Jennifer Rosen's company, Lending Luxury, rents designer dresses. She says her company takes precautions to try to prevent the theft and resale of their expensive duds. But they've also discussed taking an additional measure of sewing a label into each dress saying property of Lending Luxury.
It will help prevent people from doing that kind of thing.
Department of Ed puts property of the Department of Ed on all their musical instruments. They actually carve it in.
Weinger, whose shop specializes in musical instruments, says before you buy anything, examine the item for such a marking.
If there's any opportunity where you can actually research what you're buying.
Giacalone says by running the VIN number of the car, Dillon would have known who the real owner was. Bottom line, he says, buyer beware.
But anytime you do any of these transactions, always try to, say, listen, we'll do it at the local precinct. And this might spook off a couple of people, too, if this is going to be a fraud event.
Well, hundreds of police departments across the country have created designated safe spaces for residents to buy and sell goods made from internet transactions. And by the way, we should tell you that victims like Mr. Dillon you saw just there will not get their money back.